Fortaleza accent. Well, Fortaleza is in the Nordeste, in the northeast, and so, sorry, Brazilians, we fondly called it the Alabama of Brazil because it's kind of hickish, and so when I got there, you know, in the best 2 years, how he has that. This isn't the language they taught me in the MTC moment. That's what I had. I was like, I did not hear any of this in the MTC because in Fortaleza, like in the big city part, it's still like they use proper English or English, no, Portuguese in some parts, but like they cut their words in half or they'll just like foam together and they have like this sing-songy thing. They'll be like, no, menina, no. And so like they'll just, it's just weird how it flowed together. And so when I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what these people are saying. Because I was like, that is not a word that you're telling me. And then like my companions would help me and I realized that they were just like cutting it off. So instead of saying like, estamos super bem, they would say, tamo bem. And I'm like, what? And so once I figured that out, it was really easy. But they, I also served in a part of Fortaleza, or Ceará, which is the state, like, that was way super small town. Like, they had 100,000 people, but it was 10 hours away from the city. So it's in what we called the interior, or like the inside. And they used words that, like, hardly anybody uses in the big city. And so, and they just, I don't know. So like when I got back to the city after serving there, I would say things and people are like, what? And I'm like, oh, it means this. They're like, sister, nobody says that anymore. And I'm like, well, they say it where I served, okay? And so like up in the Northeast, it's kind of like that. And then all of my companions are from Sao Paulo, which is on the south side of the country. And like they would very much like, there's more of a European influence down there. And so they would very much like either roll their R's or push their R's. Like my mission president would roll his R's. And all of my companions, like when they said door, door is porta. But because they're from Sao Paulo, they would say porta. And so like you could just definitely hear the R's way more. And so they, like up in the Northeast, they would always be making fun of the Southern Brazilians because they'd be like, oh, you talk funny. And I'm just like, yeah, but so do you guys.